I talked to some kindergarten teachers and about reading benchmarks and about some of our reading issues that we're having, our scores being low in, reading and math. And so someone suggested that sometimes in kindergarten, we believe sometimes that the kids come out reading, but that benchmarks are actually very low. So they asked, should we try to have higher reading benchmarks in kindergarten? Instead of possibly sight words, should we be raising that bar? I thought that was interesting, and I knew Linda Adamson would be the person to ask about that. I talked to, when I saw some of the state testing and I saw some of the schools that were scoring higher, and I went and asked that school, made an appointment, went in and talked to them, and I asked what math that they used on their state testing to get an 87% score in math. They told me that they're using Singapore math, and also another recommendation was a Joe Bowler math program, and she's out of Stanford. And so it seems that those programs are very popular, and so those are the things that they've also been using. Some have been using Singapore math in conjunction with Common Core, and so that's helping not only appreciate, you have both sides. You have the Common Core, and then you have some traditional. What else? So. And then so in regards to the LCAP, that's coming up. And so some of the funding that I brought up in some of the meetings was some of the things I was asking for was lights at El Dorado football field, air conditioning in the El Dorado gym. I've asked for grading guidelines, as I've spoken before in the past meetings. I said I want equitable grading guidelines across the district. So I've been in conversations about how to do that and possibly putting that in the LCAP. And I'm just telling you guys things that I've been in meetings for. I don't know if it will go in the LCAP. I don't know if the board will approve it, but these are the things that I have been asking for because parents have been asking for this as well. I've talked again about the removal of iReady and in place of that common assessments in every grade level across the core 5, which is English, math, history, science, and world languages. I've asked for pacing guides for all levels. I've asked for more funding for our sports, arts, and our theater programs, which is nothing new. I've asked to hire consultants in the area of curriculum and instruction related to literacy, language development, math, and inclusion for students with an IEP. I was visiting with some teachers, and they weren't in this district, they were in a different district, but it was very interesting what they do with their substitute teachers. They have permanent substitute teachers at their schools, and when a teacher doesn't call in sick and they're not needed, what they are used as is they're used as intervention specialists. And so what they do, if they're not substituting in the classroom, is they go in and they do intervention for those kids in reading and math. And so they can hit possibly 5-6 classrooms a day. And so I thought that was an interesting concept. I wasn't quite sure if we've used it here, but just something new, something out of the ordinary, especially if the reading and math scores needing to rise. And also too, one of our speakers talked about it, but this was also on my list tonight too for the LCAP. I was going to suggest that single stall bathrooms are installed because I think that will make everybody feel safe and secure, and it's good for everybody. It's good for everybody. Privacy is good, but I also think too, it's just something that maybe we should work to go forward to. So yeah, so